What's up guys, Draco here, talking about speakers. Not like a narrator, but like the thing that puts volume out, because those are cool. I mean, I'm sure radios are also cool, but like, I don't, they're mainly like politics and stuff, and I don't keep up that much with politics. I have like a baseline knowledge, because otherwise, like, you can't have no knowledge of politics really in one day. But I don't know like loads about it. But yeah, speakers. I just think the fact that I can at any point get out my phone and just play so many different types of music is completely insane. Like, I don't understand how phones work. It's incredible. And just the fact that you can just like listen to music just that was sung at a completely different time in a completely different place, like, kind of crazy. You can say the same with a lot of stuff in technology, but I would say the same about a lot of things in technology, and I would agree with them. So yeah, they are just absolutely incredible. The fact that it's just so, I just don't understand it. It feels like magic. Honestly, science has just explained magic. It's like nukes. If someone did that in a fantasy setting, you'd be like, oh, wow, that's a really strong magic use, not, oh, they're a great scientist. Just like, explode. Yeah. I'm a big fan of like magic and stuff. It's always really cool. Just magic systems. So like, I think there is a lot of very good magic systems. Some are quite uninspired, but I think that. So I really like I've not actually read it, but I've heard very good things about it, and I've read like half it or something, but I've not read the whole thing of Aragorn, where it's got very interesting magic of just like the spellcasters in that are just overpowered because they can just like pinch a nerve in the guy's brain and they just die. So like, if a spellcaster goes down, like, your entire faction's going down there. And that's just like, yeah, honestly, magic users should be that overpowered. Because I don't know. I feel like we have a lot of uninspired magic, like, abracadabra, you're now a toad. And it's like, that's fun. And obviously, if those are the realms within your rule, rules within your realm, then, like, that's obviously going to be, like, a very different story. And if you want to have compelling fights, it might be a lot harder to do it with different types of magic, but yeah. I do like when a magic system is very different from a lot of other magic systems, and it's like, oh wow, this is actually a unique thing instead of just, like, generic magic. So yeah. But I mean, things with generic magic can do it well, obviously. So yeah. Speak. Yeah, I don't know, because I've just been listening to loads of music. I listen to loads of music all the time, but this week I've also been listening to loads of music. I don't know what's made me think more about speakers this week. But yeah. I don't know, music is great. And the fact that I can just listen to it at all times is amazing. I don't know how I would be able to, like, get through a lot of my day without being able to listen to music. Especially, like, revision for stuff, or just, like, really boring tasks, like cleaning stuff up. The only thing is I feel the need to dance to a lot of music. Even, like, I also listen to it when I'm walking places, and I obviously don't dance then, but, like, if I'm just in my room listening to music, I will. I'm like the Animal Crossing gyroid, just, like, if I listen to music I enjoy, I will just be like, woo! I'm not a very good gyroid impression, but yeah. I haven't played Animal Crossing in a while. I feel like Animal Crossing is a game where it's like, once you stop, it's quite hard to get back into, in my opinion, because there's just so much stuff where it's like, oh wow, you haven't done this for ages. Maybe I'd probably get into the next game, but it's also like, I didn't want to, there was stuff where it's like, I didn't know how to change on what I wanted to do with the island without taking ages to do that, and I was like, I can't be bothered. If there's another Animal Crossing game, which there probably will be eventually, and I might play that, who knows. But yeah. I don't know. Also, speakers and TV. Without that, you wouldn't be able to hear the Animal Crossing village going like, I think there's so many different forms of speaker, and they're all so impressive. Like, imagine a world without speakers. You just, like, it'd be just, no technology would really be that interesting. You can't even, like, call people, really. I mean, you could say the same, like, a world without phones, but I think phones are something where, like, people actually rate it quite highly. Speakers, I feel like people don't think about, and they aren't like, oh, if we remove speakers, that'd be horrible. Whereas, like, if we remove phones, I think everyone would be like, oh yeah, I understand that. So yeah, I don't know. I think I've been finding a lot of new music recently because, I don't know, I don't really know how people find new music. Because when I find new music, it's usually like either a friend suggests it pops up on like Instagram, or maybe I see like an AMV or something on YouTube, or it could be like a thing from a show. But like, I don't listen to like the radio or anything, so that's how people would probably find new music back then. So that's why I mean, I listen to like Taylor Swift and stuff. There's a lot of popular artists who I know very little about. Like, it's quite hard to give an example of a person I don't know. But like Ariana Grande, I don't know if I can name a single one of her songs. Did she do Thank You Next? Maybe? But yeah, I don't know many of her songs, if any. And like Rihanna and stuff like that. Just because I don't listen to the radio, so I don't know where I would encounter those songs. Honestly, what's sad is the fact that a lot of people find songs through like TikTok, and it's like, oh, there was this clip of this song on TikTok, and now I listen to it, and it's like, great. Maybe it's because I don't use TikTok that I just feel negativity about it. I think it's just because I get addicted to stuff so easily that I'm like, I cannot get TikTok or I will get nothing done in my life. Because like Instagram Reels is like, I use that and that's basically just as bad. But I feel like it's slightly better. Maybe it's just because the memes are less up to date. But it feels slightly better to me. But like, I did get completely addicted to it for a few months. I'm getting better, but yeah. I think it's because I've mentioned this before, but I basically realised that I wasn't having fun when using it, so I was like, how about I just, like, don't use it, you know? Just like, I never end it and go like, oh, that was enjoyable. Whereas, like, if I play a video game for, like, 5 hours, some people call it a waste, but I would come away and be like, I enjoyed my time playing that game. That was fun. Whereas if I spent, like, 2 hours scrolling Instagram Reels, I'd be like, that was a waste, I gained nothing. I mean, like, obviously, people might have different feeds, and, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, I've actually, because, like, Instagram is where I get a lot of my news from. Obviously, I, like, check stuff outside of Insta out afterwards. Like, I don't just take that as fact. But it is often, like, huh, that's interesting, let me look a bit more into it. But, like, I probably wouldn't have heard of it without Insta. So, like, it's still useful to me, but yeah. I think that's the issue. The fact that, like, that, and then I have, like, friends who, like, post stories, and it's like, oh, well, if I don't check it every day, I won't see the stories. And it's like, I use Insta to keep up with stuff, as well as, like, it being a time waste, so I can't just, like, delete it. And that's the worst thing. The fact I can't just be like, alright, I'm going to ignore Insta for ages, because otherwise I might just have no idea what's going on. Especially with, like, both with friends and with, like, the world around us. So it's annoying. But yeah, I've basically worked out what I'm doing most of the time. And also, if I miss a friend's story, it's not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. So yeah. I don't know. This was like speakers, wasn't it? But yeah, I don't know. I think maybe it's been a lot about music. But I think, like, also, I can listen to, like, a YouTube video doesn't work without speakers, podcasts, anything like that. You just can't listen to anything. It'd be so dull. Even, like, just a microphone, just, like, talking out in front of a crowd, it's like, well, just can't hear anything. Just, like, even public speaking doesn't work without a speaker. Both a literal speaker and, unless it's to a small enough crowd, you probably just can't hear anything if you're at the back and, like, everyone's there. So, yeah. Anyway, this has been weird tangents all the time, but that's kind of what I do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Go listen to some music if you enjoy music. If you don't enjoy music, then I'm surprised, but I won't judge you, because you're fully inclined to listen to what you want. So, I don't know, listen to a podcast, or just don't listen to anything, and just meditate. Meditation's great, honestly. Hella recommend. I mean, it's completely opposite from using speakers, which has been this entire video, but still. You need a time to everything in moderation. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye!